if you're new here, I'm Kaniti, and if you're already watching my One Piece Chill channel, welcome back. Today we are going to read a new chapter, so spoiler alert, it's chapter 999, so almost 1,000. So I'm already expecting a lot from this chapter, very excited to read it, so let's see what happens. I hope nobody dies yet. Let's go. So for Jump we have a cover with Luffy and other there's also Ace with green hair here, and they can see Shinobu, Tashigi, Chopper and Hancock, and all with the characters from other manga from Jump. So into the chapter. The chapter is called The Sake I Brew While Waiting for You. That's interesting. Is this something similar? Like there's Bing sake and there's some other kind of like song or something. What does it mean? Dipping into past memories. Ace, stop it. Let's go back. Yamato is saying, looks like. Who are you? Identify yourself. Ace is, what the heck? You go first, she says. I'm Ace. I've come for Kaida's head. And they clash. It's obviously Ace's flames. It's not clear yet, like, about the extent of Yamato's power. Father and his men have set out on an expedition, so Kaida just wasn't there. That's how Ace got away, I see. None of the higher ranks are here at the moment, Yamato explains. It's interesting that Yamato is still kind of like guarding Onigashima, even with this like disdain to the father. So Ace is shocked that it is Kaida's daughter, and even if it's not my responsibility to defend this island, Yamato says, with as much destruction you've caused, enough is enough. So Yamato doesn't really want to defend the island, but still does, because Yamato feels bad for all the people who were defeated. Well, all the main players are somewhere else, so I guess there's nobody aside from Yamato to protect Onigashima and the people who are here. Damn, Ace did cause a lot of destruction. Holy crap. I guess they rebuilt all that in time. And he noticed also the handcuffs on Yamato. But I guess he couldn't do anything with them. Ace, you're good now, right? We'll go on ahead to the mainland. We have to return all these abducted kids back to their families. Thank you all so much. That is so sweet. Okay, they did something good. Like, he didn't come for nothing. He didn't find Kaida, but at least he did return, like, abducted kids to their families. Okay. I refuse to believe that someone as strong as you isn't even a captain, Ace says. Let's settle this. Yamato is not like any rank, I think. Because Yamato doesn't like Kaido, or because like being Kaido's son or daughter is special rank. I'm Yamato. I've been bored out of my mind, so I will fight you if you want. Yeah, take this. Doesn't look like Yamato is using any elemental attacks, just like the club, and that's it. And all the fire is coming from Ace. That's cool. Are they like nearly the same power or something like that? Yamato, we don't get to choose our fathers. Oh, I didn't think about this though. Like, they both have a bit of an issue with their families, their fathers. So I guess they could bond, like, based on that. Your hands being bound are one thing, but even though you hate your father so much, why have you allowed your heart to be bound as well? Ace asks. Like, does he think that Yamato should be more free, like, from Kaida? But Yamato already wanted to rebel, but maybe Ace kinda fed into this fire of rebellion. What did you say? Whoa, young Master Yamato, you mustn't. That's the symbol of Lord Kaida's power. I too want to go out to sea and have adventures, just like Oden. I want to live freely. Was it Yamato who destructed that No. So Yamato is standing in front of that dragon. But it looks like also the dragon's head was already severed. Like Yamato severed the head. I'm not sure. But then Ace is happy about this because Yamato proclaimed about wanting to go to adventures and live freely. Ace and Luffy, yeah, there are a lot of similarities. Like just like he smiles, he does remind me of Luffy. That's more like it, Ace says, and this is here. This is where it happens, where he hits the dragon's head, and so that's how this indentation appeared that caused this flashback. Man, I wanted to see a flashback in this chapter. I wasn't sure if this is going to happen or not, but it is happening. So looks like they're drinking sake together, happy about this. It's unfortunate, you are so strong and we get along so well, Ace says. It's also so nice to see Ace, at least in the flashbacks. I really liked him as a character. I was very devastated when he died. If only I could get this off, then someday surely, Yamato says, I will also go out to sea. Because Yamato can't live because of these explosive handcuffs. Even though, like, explosions in One Piece world, they are really not serious. Like, you can survive an explosion. We saw this numerous times, so it wasn't even that big of an explosion. Yamato would survive this. Hey, tell me, how's it like outside Wano? A lot of youngsters have started setting out to sea, right? Youngsters? Yes, there's this guy called Kevin something. He is all the rave right now. Did we hear about Cavendish? Does he mean Cavendish? None can compare to me, but I've heard that there are some dangerous guys wreaking havoc in each of the blues recently. Kid in the south. Oh yeah, so this is all our guys. So he mentioned Cavendish, I think. So Kid in the south, Law in the north, Bash in the west. That said, the most formidable of them all will set out to sea in a few years. My little brother. So Luffy, oh yeah, that's fantastic. He is sure to stir up a storm. How many times are you going to tell me about your brother? Yamato asks. That's so sweet. Ace just like goes around telling everyone, my brother is gonna be big. He hasn't set out to sea yet, but he's gonna be huge. He believed more in Luffy than he believed in himself, I think. As many times as I want, quit complaining and listen. Okay, so after all this, I don't know, good things, stories about his little brother that he told Yamato, I guess Yamato had really high expectations for meeting Luffy. To be honest, I was the first one to damage this, Yamato explains, looking at the dragon. Yeah, the head looks like it's still on the body, but yeah, judging from the flashback, Yamato attacked the dragon first to show that no, Kaido does not have control over my heart is not bound. To show it to Ace, and that's how they became friends, I guess. But in this flashback, Yamato already looks just the same as now, honestly. I don't see much difference. Well, I guess it's not like many years, so. But then Ace said, until I come back, this will serve as my warning to Kaido. Father was very angry about it, but in the end, he never met Ace. That's sad. Like, yeah, Ace proclaimed that he was going to take Kaido's head. He made a lot of promises in Wano. He promised to take Tama to the sea. He promised to come back to Yamato, and he promised to fight Kaido. But he didn't manage to do any of this. So now it's kind of like on Luffy's shoulders, because Luffy has to continue his will. So there was a pirate who tried to save Wano, Momo says. He was just like standing nearby listening to all this. He was sitting like listening to the story. So it's kind of sweet. Yeah, Kaido is my father. So Momo is like, huh, father, wait. And he's like, what? Oh, Shinobu also looks shocked. Like, oh, wait, you are Kaido's child. Holy crap, we trusted you, but now we are kind of conflicted, I guess. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you, but I really despise that man. Remember, I told you that I am Oden, didn't I? You're not sense. Okay, this is a bit hilarious. Well, I understand most of what you said. We express our gratitude to you for treating our wounds, Shinobu says from like far, far away. Stop being so formal and get back here already. So yeah, I was right, they're kind of conflicted now. But still, why tell us about this man now? He died 2 years ago. Is it so? Ace was. Wait, I'm a bit like confused by this dialogue because does Yamato probably doesn't know because Tama didn't know that Ace died, but Yamato probably should have more information on the outside world. Anyway, we are going to Tama and Nami right now. Yes, all this while I believed Ace would return and have been training to become a Kunaichi ever since, but even knowing that, Big Bro Luffy was so insensitive about it. Oh, sorry about that. That's just how Luffy is. But you know, Tama, that incident was really painful for Luffy too. Nami explains, and Tama is like shocked. Like, what? Yeah, but Luffy was so nonchalant when he told Tama that Ace has died, but it's only because like he has already lived through the aftermath of this tragedy. He already like accepted it, I guess, and realized that he has to live on and just honor Ace's will, so he could just say it calmly. And he didn't try to explain anything to Tama, like he was my brother, I really loved him, I tried to save him, but I didn't manage to. So now we're seeing, I think, like memory of Ace makes more waves in Vana than I expected. Like it looks like Ace is really important to this arc because it also gives us more connection to the characters like Tama and Yamato. And it's really interesting. Inside the dome, Leaf Flaw. Stop, Marka! Why are you letting him run circles around you? Queen asks angrily. But he just saved us, right? Would you rather get killed by Master Queen instead? Oh, okay, so Queen tried to get his beast pirates back on his side. He was like, hey, enemies aren't gonna help you, so stick to my side. But beast pirates realized like they are going to help us, so they are not attacking them. Get him! Okay, but some still do. I guess there are people of different opinions. Right now, I have no reason to go after Kaida directly, Marcus says. That's fair. Nico Robin, Bone Man, run up the castle. Understood. Glad to take you up on that. So Robin and Brooke leaves for other opponents, I guess. We've got him, Marco the Phoenix. Are you ready? Marco asks Zora. So Zora is still here. Are they going to attack Queen or... It's interesting, like they are attacking Marco, but he's like becoming flames, so the sword is going through his head. If that's right, what I'm seeing. What is? They're combining their powers. Well, it looks like Marco just turned into a phoenix, flying away, and I get it. He took Zora in his claws. And they're just flying upwards, I guess. You fools, he's taken one of the straw hats with him, Queen yells. Now that's what I'm talking about, Zora says. So is Zora actually getting a lift on top of the skull? Will they be stopped? Will he get here before Luffy? I know it's funny, just like Zora defeating Kaida and Luffy comes up here and... There's no job to be done. Kaido's already defeated by Zora. Obviously not, but I just had this idea. I'm begging you, Pops, and I'm telling you no, you fool. Okay, here now another flashback. Marco is remembering his conversation with Whitebeard. Ace, I'm sure I've told you this many times already, Whitebeard says, about who it was that previously held the seat of the 2nd Division Commander, which you now hold, and why it had been retired for so long. We only found out about Lord Odin's death several years after the incident had happened, Isa adds. Yeah, because the news, like, they don't really go in Wano or out of Wano. So you can't really know what's happening. That's why I'm like asking, did Yamato know about Ace's death or not? Because I don't remember if Yamato ever mentioned about like the death before. We've thought about marching into one country countless times, Marcus says. However, think about the countless amount of casualties it would cause if we did that. So they didn't even try. Oh yeah, maybe that's smart. Like Whitebeard values his crew and he doesn't want to do anything like too risky. But you have to take the risks sometimes. Then let me go by myself, Ace says. I made a promise. A man that even Kazuki Oden couldn't take down. You think you can beat him? Don't be so full of yourself, Ace, Whitebeard says angrily. Actually, I think Kazuki Oden could beat Kaida if it wasn't for that old hag that interfered. Oh, Blackbeard. Zahahaha, but seriously, Oden was really strong. Captain Ace, you really just want to take down a big shot, don't you? Shut up, Teach. Ace isn't doing this just to acquire fame. I don't really see who's saying this. I should enlarge the picture maybe later. Damn it. If I don't get stronger, I won't be able to fulfill my promise, Ace says. That just goes to show how heavy the cross you are carrying is. So he is thinking about Yamato and Tama probably, like about fulfilling his promise, but he isn't strong enough to go by himself, of course, and Whitebeard declined. He doesn't want to go to Wano. Ace, if Pops ever gives the go-ahead, make sure you take me along with you, Isa says. And Mark is like, same here, we are counting on you. That's cool, because back then they said that they are willing to go, and now they really came. I think that's cool. If you guys come along, I think we could beat him now. Really? Just how naive of you. Oh, Mark is crying. Holy crap. Man, this has a lot of weight for many of the characters, honestly, in this arc. Like, for Scabbers and for Marco also. It's interesting to just see all the flashback, like Yamato's history with Ace and Marco also, like Ace in his flashback. It's interesting also, like, why? I'm sure many people ask this question, like, yeah, Kaida's theme, there's like kind of cards theme, right? And Ace is a card, but there's no Ace in Kaida's crew. So there were just crazy theories that Ace was a part of Kaida's crew, but obviously it is not the case. Because we saw how he came to Kaida's island, to Onigashima, and obviously, like, he didn't even meet Kaido ever. But it's just interesting how it still fits in this system of cards. And so maybe Ace was supposed to be the card to beat this deck. Ace, it's a strong, powerful card. But now since Ace is dead, like, Luffy has to take his position, so to say, and instead of Ace, be that card of Ace that will bring down Kaida's forces. Just like kinda, I think it could be still an interesting like connection, because it looks like most of all Ace is connected to this Wano arc. Okay, that's just my thoughts. And okay, the big page. Queen, okay, we see Queen and King in their forms again. I just can't wait for the matchups. Are there going to be matchups, or is it going to be more chaotic all the way, like, through? You are bonkers if you think you can get through here easily, Queen says. By now, the samurai are probably all dead. That's what I'm fearing. All that's left now is to kill Kazuki Oden's son, King adds, and this battle will be over. If you really think that, then you are in for a mean surprise, Marcus says. Right now you guys are facing off against a new generation. Shut your trap, you little belt bastard, Queen says, and right from his like mouth, he has guns in his mouth, and he attacks Marco, of course, but I think it doesn't do anything because of Marco's powers. What Big Bro Luffy is. Okay, we are back to like Tama and Nami, Ace's little brother. Oh no, I was so harsh to Big Bro Luffy earlier. Yeah, he didn't explain explain anything. Like she couldn't know. It's alright. If it really bothered him, he would have said something back to you. But more importantly, let's do it. The plan you laid out. Oh, Tama has a plan. That is so interesting. I have big expectations for Tama. Of course, I don't expect her to like tame Kaido or anything. I'm honestly expecting her fruit to work only on smiles. But she has a plan and she came here like a savior and saved Nami. That was cool. And now she also knows that Luffy's Ace's little brother, so it's like strengthens the connection between Tama and Luffy, makes Luffy more integrated in this arc. You know what I'm saying. And meanwhile, Mama has the same expression. That's pretty funny. Like, he was Roger's son and Luffy's big brother. Is that really true? He is shocked about Ace. You were the ones who brought Luffy to Wano, weren't you? Yamato asks, and Shinobu's like, indeed. There are as many pirates as there are stars in the sky, Yamato continues, and among all of them, somehow he was the one you met and brought to this country. I can't think of this as anything else but fate. It is fate. Like, he is connected to Ace, and what Ace started, he basically continues, even if he didn't know it from the beginning, because Ace came here first to like attack Kaido, and he promised to come back to Yamato and to Tama, and now Luffy is doing all that. It is fate. I mean, it is crazy. I mean, even his name carries the initials of D. Yamato adds, holding Oden's journal in the hands. Does Yamato know something about the initials of D? Is there any information in Oden's diary? That's peculiar. Meanwhile, I guess on top of Onigashima's skull, we see a big cloud that looks like Zeus and also this like Prometheus. Fantastic! So good. These flames are delish. Brr, I'm stuffed too. Cha-ching complete! So there was a question because like Zeus seemed to be cut in half, and they were like, is he dead? Is he going to be like in two halves, one to Nami, one to Big Mom? But here he just seems to be alright, like nothing has happened. Mama, is Straw Hat not here yet? Hey Kaido, I don't care how many of them you kill, but make sure to leave Nico Robin alive. Oh yeah, here comes like this idea that they do need Nico Robin. They do need Robin. So probably like they would try to kidnap her if they like succeeded in their plan and they decided to go to Raftel, they would take Robin with them. But obviously this is not gonna happen. But this is the reason why Big Mom wants her alive. So they're here together on the top of the skull. I think there's Jack in the background, all wounded. I'm not really sure. Okay, there's a big page. I thought your daughter from the Three-Eyed Tribe could read the ancient texts, Kaido says. Yeah, that's basically what they're talking about right now. Like, they need a person, someone who could. And I guess Big Mom already bragged to everyone that Pudding can do this, even though she was like waiting for Pudding to awake this power. Oh, Pudding, I can't wait any longer for her true awakening. Where are you planning on dropping this island anyway? In the Flower Capital. There's still a castle that serves as the symbol for the Kazuki clan. So he wants to destroy the castle. Actually, that's what he wants. He wants to drop the island there. Mama, aren't they in the middle of a festival? Quite a lot are gonna die. I don't care. It's easy enough to obtain more slaves. That was the question I had. Like, he wanted slaves. Why would he go out and just kill them all? But I guess he doesn't care. He really wants to destroy the castle. It would make for a great capital for new Onigashima. Is the road poneglyph there? Mama asks. Isn't it too early for you to be showing your true colors? Oh yeah, they are already like not at each other's throats yet, but of course they are competitive. Don't belittle me. Even now, I still think of you as a little brother. Big Mom says. Big Mom thinks of Kaida as a little brother. So all the theories of them like being romantic at some point with each other, they're just out of the window. Out of the window, because obviously not if she thinks of him as a... That's interesting also, man. Like Ace and Luffy, they are sworn brothers, and Luffy is Ace's little brother. But here with Kaida and Big Mom, we actually have a kind of similar dynamic, that Kaida is like a little brother to Big Mom. What does Kaida think? Is Big Mom like a big sister to him? That's interesting. That's really interesting. On that day at God Valley, when the Rock's pirates fell to ruin, I was the one, Big Mom says, who gave you your mythical type fish fruit. Fish. You owe me a lifelong debt, Kaida. Say whatever you want. We can settle all of that after we acquire the One Piece. Oh my gosh, that is cool for chapter almost 1,000, man. I'm excited, honestly. So we finally know that, first of all, we finally know Kaida's fruit type. Fish type. So I guess it is a dragon fruit, just like a fish dragon. That's crazy. I was the one who gave you a mythical fish fruit. This dragon doesn't look like a fish, but okay, that's interesting. We have to think on that. But also, we now know like what that it is that Big Mom has mentioned before. Big Mom gave Kaida his fruit. That's what she did for him. And also the history they have together, it's like they were close friends and like brother and sister, just like Ace and Luffy were. So it's pretty interesting. And now they also want to acquire One Piece, for which they need Robin, because Pudding can't read the ancient text. Maybe we will never be able to. Man, that's it. That's the end of the chapter. That's pretty crazy, honestly, and I love this last page, of course, most of all. I think that's definitely the best moment of the chapter. I think it was quite loaded. Like, we got 2 flashbacks with Ace, we got a cool scene with 2 Yonko, we also again saw King and Queen, but no clear matchups yet. Like, what are your opinions? Are there going to be matchups, or is the war going to be chaotic like Marineford? So at any point there are not going to be like clear matchups. I'm not sure like how is this going to go and what will happen at chapter 1000. Maybe we should make some theories about it. So what are your thoughts about all these matters and this chapter? Share them in the comments down below. That would be it for today. Thank you for watching and see ya.